My parents sold my gaming setup without asking, but didn't expect what I'd find in the buyer's messages. I came home to an empty desk, my $4,000 PC gone. I'd spent 3 years building that rig, every component handpicked. RTX 3090, custom water cooling, the works. Paid for with freelance work editing videos for small businesses. My mom was in the kitchen making coffee like nothing happened. "Where's my computer?" I asked, trying to stay calm. "We sold it," she said. "Your sister needed a new wardrobe for college, and we didn't have the money." "You what?" "That's mine. I built that." She shrugged. "You live under our roof. We can sell what we need to." I felt my face go hot. "That's not how this works. I use that for work. My freelance clients depend on it. I have 3 projects due this week." She waved me off. "You're being dramatic. It's just a computer. Use your laptop." That laptop is 7 years old. It can't even run the editing software I need. My dad walked in and sided with her immediately. "Stop making a scene. Your sister's future is more important than your games." "This isn't about games," I said, my voice shaking. "This is my income. How am I supposed to pay my share of groceries now?" "You contribute when you're asked," he said. End of discussion. Meanwhile, my sister walked in wearing a designer jacket that probably cost $800 alone. "Thanks, Mom," she said, twirling around. I couldn't even look at her. I went to my room and stared at the empty corner where my setup used to be. 3 years of saving, gone in one afternoon because my sister wanted to look good at orientation. This wasn't the first time either. When I was 16, they sold my guitar to pay for her dance competition trip. When I was 19, they took money from my savings account without asking to cover her spring break in Cancun. I'd always let it slide, figured that's just how families work, but this was different. This was my livelihood. I opened my old laptop and it took 10 minutes just to boot up. I tried loading my current project and it crashed twice. I was going to miss my deadline and lose a $1,200 contract. I started digging through my email, found the Craigslist posting my parents had made. "Gaming PC, barely used, asking $1,200. The buyer had left his number. I messaged him on Facebook. "Hey, I'm the son. This is going to sound crazy, but that computer was mine. My parents sold it without permission. Is there any way we can work something out?" He responded fast. "Whoa, man, I had no idea. That's messed up. I feel bad for the situation, but I already set it up at my place." "I understand," I said. "Just needed to know what happened." Then he sent screenshots. "Wait, before you go, you should see what your parents told me." My stomach dropped. They had listed it as our old family computer that we were getting rid of because we upgraded to something better. No mention that it was mine. No mention that I'd built it myself. They sold it for $1,200, a quarter of what it was worth. But that wasn't even the worst part. The buyer sent one more screenshot. "Your mom messaged me this morning saying if her son contacts you, tell him it broke during shipping and you got a refund. She wanted me to lie to you." I stared at my phone screen. They didn't just sell my computer. They planned the whole thing. They knew I'd look for it. They knew I'd find the buyer, and they coached him to cover their tracks. That meant they sold it days ago, maybe even a week, and just waited for the right moment to move it out of my room. I went downstairs, shaking. The screenshots pulled up on my phone. I showed my mom the messages. She barely glanced at them. "So what? We were protecting you from getting upset." "Too late for that," I said. "And you were going to have him lie to me? Tell me it broke in shipping?" She crossed her arms. "We did what we thought was best. You would have made a bigger scene if you knew the truth." Unbelievable. I turned to my dad. "You're okay with this?" He sighed deeply. "Look, your sister needed help. We helped her. You can build another computer." "Another one?" I repeated. "Each part in that PC took me months to find and afford, and you sold it for scraps." My sister finally spoke up from the couch. "Why are you being so selfish? It's just stuff." I turned to her. "You have $1,500 worth of clothes in your room right now that you didn't pay for, and you're calling me selfish?" She rolled her eyes. "Whatever. You'll get over it." That's when something in me snapped. I pulled up my banking app and showed my parents the screen. "See this? This is my freelance account. I make about $2,000 a month from video editing. Guess who's not paying rent anymore? If you can sell my work equipment, I'm not contributing another cent." My dad's face went red. "You can't do that. Watch me," I said. "I'm finding my own place by the end of the month, and when I'm gone, don't expect me at family dinners or holidays or graduations." My mom tried to backtrack. "We can talk about this." "There's nothing to talk about," I said.